Well, I think the whole show's a high wire act. Obviously, what these guys are doing is a high wire act. Technically, it's often a high wire act. And the tone has always been complex, but the tone comes from we wanted these characters to have very distinct worlds. So Alison's world can be like hilarious, and it has a 90s soundtrack. Helena's world is very dark. Sarah's world is kind of frenetic and carries a lot of the plot. Felix's loft is the most comfortable set we have.
I think Mrs. S's house is the most.
Never would shoot in there.
The couches at the Hendrix, come on. Those are plush.
Fight for our set.
I think I knew it somewhere subconsciously that we were talking about body autonomy and ownership over your story and your identity. And not being owned by a corporation or your image being taken from you, but it was in reading essays from fans or students or whatever, hearing them break it down and hearing their insights. It was like, oh God, yeah, that is what we're talking about, and how exciting that we get to do it in this subversive way that's still entertaining. And what I love about it is the writing doesn't feel preachy to me. Mm-hmm. It feels like we've put women at the center. They're the default. And like, who cares? Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not exceptional. It's just the way the story is.
Right.
And that to me is like so awesome. And I just hope for more stuff like that. But the fan response is what is so exciting. And I feel like we have such a responsibility to continue to tell that story and explore it. And there's so much going on right now. Like it's everywhere. Right. Reproductive rights. Yeah. It's like at the forefront. Transgender rights, LGBT rights in general, right? Like it's what people are talking about. So I'm glad we get to reflect that.
The accent informs his humor. Mm-hmm. Like we have two totally different sets of humor. I'm like geeky and dorky and like I say funny things every now and again. But he's so clever and he's so like clipped and precise, and that's just not who I am. I'm like what's one of those big dogs? What was Scooby-Doo? Great Dane? Like knocking things about. Everything comes back to Scooby-Doo for me.